Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, if you're picking your lows, don't go to Florida. Don't go to South Georgia. Don't fall for the trick of a better rate. I would not even pick a load going over there until Monday at the earliest. You cross 10 and you could get in a bind, okay? The hurricanes will spin off tornadoes. There's going to be possible flooding and damage. You get caught over there without diesel. Already, my app, I was looking at my app earlier today, and it had removed the discounts for Florida, and Georgia, and Alabama. I looked at it this morning as I was leaving, and Alabama still was not on there, but they had put some back on Florida and Georgia, but the discounts were very, very, very much different. So I'm actually going to get diesel over in Meridian, Mississippi, because it still has the full discount. But over here in Bama, there was nothing listed. So I'm assuming that there is no discount in Alabama on my fuel account. But that being said, you don't want to be there right after the storm. You don't want to be there in the storm. It's best to give it a couple of days. Even if you was to go straight across to Jacksonville, there could be a lot of services and facilities that will be out and not working. Let's say you pick up some debris and you lose a tire. You're going to be in a bind and nobody might be coming to help you. So I recommend don't book Florida until Monday. Deliver Monday, Tuesday. Personally, I'm going to head somewhere else entirely. I just don't have the patience for that right now. I started to go down there because sometimes I do, like a little challenge, but because I thought that it was going to be weaker than what it was. I thought it was probably going to be a tropical storm because we're late in the season, But this thing is blown up like it could hit land at a level 4. I mean, it's almost boss level. And they're saying that it's going to keep strength all the way up to Georgia. It could be 60-mile-an-hour winds in Atlanta. I mean, that's a long way to keep your strength. And I just came out of Georgia, and it was flooding today. So it's already wet around that area. You throw some more water at it, there could be flooding. Now I'm telling you, when I come through Atlanta yesterday morning, it was coming down. The storm that blew up there was crazy, and it was still raining on me by the time I got almost to the Alabama line. So I'm like, nah. I kept on riding until I got to Birmingham, and you can see it's over. I don't know how well you can see. This is my best nighttime camera. But it's low clouds, kind of foggy, hazy up there. Not a very pretty night to be driving, but at least it's not raining like it was. I mean, woo! But don't fall for the big rates to go to Florida. I mean, you're probably going to see 3+ to go to Florida in the storm, right after the storm, because people need their products, and it's not going to be destructive all the way across. There's going to be winds all the way across, but on the east side of Florida, things will probably be a little bit better. Go somewhere else and let it wait. They are prepared. They have days of goods in those houses. Those stores over there are probably probably bare. You, like, let's say you go through Tallahassee area to deliver Monday, they're not going to have a lot of stuff in a broad region. Probably from Pensacola to just about Jacksonville will be empty of supplies in the stores. You know, you won't be able to get water at the truck stop. You know, they may not have power anywhere. It's just not going to be a great idea unless you are packed for bear in your truck and you got a couple 100 pounds of supplies in there. I just wouldn't fool with it. Just wait. There's still going to be good rates next week going down there. Trust me. They're going to be playing catch up. You know, and there may if things go like they're planning on going, there's going to be FEMA money pumped into Florida. There's going to be disaster assistance. There's going to be disaster loads. There's going to be all kinds of stuff going to the Florida area. But just remember, if you're an owner-op headed down there, when they start doing the debris removal and all that stuff, there could be a lot of flat tires involved. There could be a lot of that kind of stuff. And yeah, I remember when Katrina came through, we lost a few tires to nails and debris in the road. And it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Let it work itself out. Unless you're planning on staying in that area or whatever, just don't go. Just don't go. That's my best advice as far as the hurricane. But it may help rates. Then you got this port strike on top of that that's coming down in a week or two. It's looking like it's going to be ugly because neither side wants to give. And you're talking about half the ports in the good old US of A. That on top of this hurricane, transportation's fixing to get shook up. Okay? Now, I don't know if that's going to work to us truckers' benefit, or if that port shutting down means the volume's going to drop drastically to where we won't have much to pick from and we're going to be hauling for 80 cents a mile. You know, at that point, you might as well stay home. But you got bills to pay, so what do? Hold on, keep trying to pay them until the bitter end? I mean, I already lost my business once. I don't want to lose another truck, but you can't help what the market does. You are at mercy to the market and the things that happen naturally. There's so much going on in the world. I mean, Jesus could be back tomorrow. Or tonight. The rapture could happen any minute. And we're still going to be buying and selling and marrying and giving in marriage. It's all in the Bible. But he tells us the things to look for. And the clock started when Israel became a nation again in one day. And that's when the clock started. And the enemies are starting to encircle Israel because of the attacks from last year and their response and everything that's going on around Israel. Like them or not, they are God's people from way back. And you watch what's going on in Israel and you can tell what's coming at us because it's all prophesied in the Bible. You choose to believe it or not. That's what I believe. And I'm watching the things that the Bible said is coming. I'm watching them come true every day. The 4 horsemen, look them up. 4 horsemen are getting ready to ride. And that's whether you believe in a pre-trib rapture, mid-trib rapture, or post-trib. The 4 horsemen are getting ready to come, and there's going to be a lot of trouble with them. So you need to be prepared. Prepare your soul first and your pantry second. The storms and things are supposed to get more frequent and intense. Earthquakes, volcanoes, landslides, sinkholes, all that kind of stuff is supposed supposed to increase. Violence between nations and ethnicities increasing. But fear not, for these things must come to pass. That's what the Lord said. God bless. Catch you on the next ride. Be safe. Please be safe.